Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Spidey64, and welcome back, everybody, to once again another NASCAR 164 scale diecast review. And here today, folks, we're going to be here today to have a look at and review here today at once again at another Connor Zilisch race win diecast. And this particular race win diecast is Connor Zilisch's number 88 WeatherTech Indianapolis raced win version. Now, I know that maybe some people are maybe questioning here. Okay, there's a lot of questions that I do think a lot of people are going to be having, or that they will be asking me. Sorry, I can't speak. First and foremost, I think a lot of people are going to be asking, hey, Spidey, how the hell did you get this diecast? This car is not out in the stores yet. At least as far as I'm concerned, it's not out in the stores yet in the East Coast regions. To answer that question here, first and foremost, I got this early diecast via Tri-Oval Collectibles, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the seller I think I got it from. Yeah, it was Tri-Oval Collectibles on their eBay page. Now, I do want to say that this car is not there, and I did have to pay a little bit extra, but I was willing to pay a little bit extra for this car because, let's actually go ahead and get into the reasons why I did buy this diecast here in the first place. Because I have said beforehand that I wasn't going to really pick up any other Zilisch race wins that were his basic WeatherTech scheme because he's won so many times in that one that it would just be redundant. However, though, one of the few things I forgot about this diecast, and the reason why I skipped it in the Gold Series was because, well, they had the Austin race win and all that good stuff, and I wanted that. However, I did realize, as a JRM fan, I remembered this was JRM's 100th win in the O'Reilly Series. Well, back then it was the Xfinity Series, but you get the point. NASCAR's Grand National Series and Junior Motorsports got their 100th win there, and I thought it was perfect that they put this car in the Authentics line because, not gonna lie, I'm gonna really, this is another car that I didn't expect to keep it in its box. Usually the only diecast I would keep in their boxes is only Chastain diecast, but he hasn't been winning lately, so I don't know if that's gonna be happening anytime soon. Well, at least in Cup, you know, O'Reilly and Trucks, hey, I welcome that. But anyways, though, let's not waste any more time, and let's just get into this diecast review because I'm going to be rambling on way too much. Anyways, though, here's a quick look at the packaging. It says NASCAR Authentics Winner Circle Race Win, number 88. Now, you might notice that this packaging is different compared to the previous packaging. The previous packaging had the window net mount. Now, this is a new packaging detail for 2026, and some of the diecasts we'll be having this new detail. I don't really know what this is supposed to be, like a stripe. And the font the font right here where it says Connor Zilisch, it is in a different font. This is 2026 Race Win Wave number 1. Of course, obviously, here's the diecast right there itself. Turning around to the back of the packaging, we have the rest of the wave. And for any of you wondering about this wave, let me go ahead and talk to you all about it. So Denny Hamlin's Michigan win. Before we review that one. Connor Zilisch's Rooter Router win. Let me just get this here right now. We've already reviewed that. That car. Now, I do not have the Chase Elliott. Echo Park win from last year. That is a car that I expected to get. And then Shane Van Gisbergen's Chicago win in the O'Reilly car. We already have that. How about his win in the Red Bull car? We have that as well. We're going to be reviewing this car here right now. And then Christopher Bell's All-Star car, we've already reviewed that. So, as you might have noticed, there's not many race win diecasts here that I think you might be expecting me not to pick up. It's a wave that it's just kind of like, these are cool for the people that haven't gotten these yet. And by the way, I recommend that you get all these diecasts if you can. But the cars I will be getting here is William Byron's Iowa win and Chase Elliott's Echo Park win. So there you go. That is a look at the wave. And I didn't really think that this was really a good wave, but kind of thinking about it here now, it's a good wave. Just for me, as a Gold Series collector, as an avid Gold Series collector, it's not a wave that I really desire. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to save the box because I am going to be keeping it in the box. And I dropped the camera right there. So sorry for all of you guys. Okay. Anyways, here is a look at the diecast itself. So, yeah, so like I said, this is basically Connor Zilich's, this was his, actually, when was this? Okay, so let me kind of go ahead and look at this here. I do believe this car, or this race win, was like his 5th win in a row. Yeah, his 5th win, but of course, obviously, if you remember, Kyle Larson did win in the 88 at Texas from last year. And by the way, he's probably going to do the same thing here in like 2 weeks. Yeah, there you go. But anyways, though, looking closely, though, at the diecast itself here, again, I really think the WeatherTech schemes look really good and all that good stuff. And if any of you are, in fact, wondering, WeatherTech, I think we're going to be on Zilich's car this weekend at Talladega, but I don't think so. So there you have it. So we're just taking a bit of a 360 look at the car. And, you know, considering that Zilisch has so many of these different race wins, I'm always really amazed how, like, not a single one of them has something, like, not a single one of them just looks boring. Like, if that makes any sort of sense, like, none of them look boring. Like, you have a look at a Kyle Larson race win. I mean, that shit is boring. And I'm sorry to the Larson fans. I'm just keeping it real with all of you here about my thoughts and opinions on Larson race wins. But let's not. I want to get canceled in the comments here. Let's just go ahead and get to the sponsors here. So on the windshield banner, it says Xfinity and Zilisch. It says WeatherTech on the hood. It says WeatherTech.com. Here's the Chevrolet O'Reilly car front end, number 88 Chevrolet JRM Simpson ARP Sonunco. Got Goodyear, NASCAR Xfinity Series Kamada Holly SMD Sonunco Rookie of the Year. Got NASCAR race car right there. You got Connor Zilisch with in total, yes, 6 race wins, but remember, one of these race wins did come with Larson, so there you go. And I think we've already had a look at all those. Because, okay, how did the schedule go? So, he won Austin, Larson won Texas, and then he won Pocono. Yeah, he won Pocono, Dover, oh yeah, Coda, or yeah, no, Sonoma, and then this race. Okay, I think that's really all of them. Because I'm trying to remember about how the TNT schedule worked, but we're getting off track here. Rooter Router, Exalta, WeatherTech, 88, Registics, Carolina Car Ports, KOL, number 88, WeatherTech, Zilisch, Blue Hogs, Stay Saucy. You got WeatherTech, number 88. Now, of course, obviously, you can barely see the underneath of the car, but just as a bit of a reminder, you can take this car off of the base, and there you have it. But now let's go ahead and get into the race win damage, because I am interested to see, because the race win damage, it's an all-white car, so the race win damage is easy to kind of make out here. So let's go ahead and get into it. So you can see the roof is a little bit dirty right here. Of course, obviously, you got the outline for the window or for the roof hatch. Here's the rubber buildup in the front end. You can see a lot of rubber buildup right there. This was run at Indy. You can see the splitter is pretty much white. And then going on here to this side, you got, of course, obviously some scrapes. Aw, there's a paint chip right there. Damn it. That stings. Of course, going down this side, of course, you can see more rubber buildup. This is probably from the burnout. And then, of course, obviously, you can see this quarter panel is all crinkled right there. You can see some kind of like dirt or kind of probably the fuel and all that good stuff. I mean, fuel has a really distinct color, low-key. The back end is a little bit dirty up. Of course, the back end right here, you can see, yeah, I can still see some of that right there. What the heck is that? I don't know. I think that's supposed to be a camera. And going, of course, obviously, to this side, you can see some, yeah, crinkled up. Some more up top there. Tire donut right there. Now, the jack stand for where they jacked it is painted in pink. That's probably a good way for the Jackman to fill up. And, of course, you can see the crisp coming from the exhaust ports. More damage on right here. Now, one thing, though, that I want to know is that for any of you that do not know, on Victory Lane, when Zilisch pulled into Victory Lane, this particular car, there was a oopsie with one of the wind stickers. So you notice here, of course, obviously you got 6. And then on this side, you got 4. So where's the other one? Oh, there you go. See? Look, it's right there. That is cool right there. Yeah, you can see one of the stickers flew and stick onto the spoiler. That is awesome, dude. That is freaking awesome. I love it. I love it a lot. Damn, this is low-key a pretty cool diecast. Why did I skip getting this in the Gold Series? I don't know. But anyways, though, let's just go ahead and put that to the side here. And let's now have a look at the race win card. So, of course, obviously, it says the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Connor Zilisch, Pennzoil 250, or the Pennzoil 250 winner on July 26th in Speedway, Indiana. Of course, you got an image of Zilly right there. Heading to the back of the car, let's go ahead and have a look at the race, the stats. Time of race, 2 hours, 22 minutes, 59 seconds. Starting position, 7th. Total laps, 100. 250 miles. Number of cautions, 6 for 29 laps. And, of course, obviously, yeah, by the way, this was the race where, if you know, you know. If you know. And then laps led by winner, 19. Margin of victory, 0.339 seconds. Yeah, he had to hold off Sam Mayer, I believe, for that race win. So there you go. Okay. But that will do it here, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to do it for this race win diecast review. Overall, this is low key. I don't know about any of you. This is probably one of the better Zilisch race wins I think we've gotten so far. Kind of low key. I don't know about any of you, but I really am trying to remember off the top of my head, but I don't know. If I said that, please don't take it out of context because I don't know. I mean, this might be one of the best. And oh, by the way, if any of you want to see, I don't know, sound off in the comments below. Do you all want to see me rank all of the Zilisch race wins in the 1/64 scale, or at least the ones I have? And if any of you are, in fact, wondering, so there's one more WeatherTech race win that I am going to be getting, and that is Parker Kligerman's win at Daytona. And the thing about that is that, unfortunately, it's the same scheme, which I really wish it was a different scheme, but oh well. Now, if any of you are also wondering if I'll be getting any other race wins from Zilisch, to answer that question, as of so far, no. I will say this, though. If they do put any more Zilisch race wins in the Authentic's line, like if they put like the Portland or maybe even the Charlotte Roval race win, maybe I will get it. But that just all kind of depends on how that goes. But yeah. So there you go, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. And I will catch all of you in the next video, which I don't know what the next video is going to be, to be quite frank and honest here with you. I don't know. Maybe I'll see what I do here. But anyways, though, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you all in the next one.